All right, so here we go. We're about to get this buy. So now we're already up 22 pips or 22 points. It is gone, my friend. We are out of here. Blast off. So yeah, really cool. You get to see it live. So this is basically the strategy.
Yeah, before I used Forex calculator.
But see, that whole process of having to use a calculator, it's better just to type it in MetaTrader and do it. So instead of having to switch apps, go.
Yeah, you lost like 1 minute 30 seconds of 30 seconds.
Did you notice how I was prepared, waiting for price to come to my entry?
In the second that the price touched, you press buy and you're in.
And my lot size is created for me instantly.
Automatic calculation.
Automatic calculation. And that's what you want to do. That's going to give you a stronger psychological edge. It's going to give you more confidence. Because now if you lose the trade, you're not going to be worried about losing 0.5%. You're going to get to the next trade. Thank you so much for joining. We have so far just the two of us. It is 6:45 p.m. in Dubai, which means it is 7:45 in Los Angeles and 10:45 in New York. This is the lifetime member Zoom call. I want to thank the both of you for joining in today. We're going to start this. I see we have Tyrell. I know that you have already been in the Zoom call, and I think Michel, is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry if I messed up your name. I think this is your first.
No problem. Yeah, I joining up yesterday.
Awesome. So you're a brand new member. Congratulations for locking in the membership, as the memberships will close at 1,000 members. How's it going?
For me, it's all good. It's all good.
Once we reach 1,000 members, there will not be any more PropFirm Algo availability. So congratulations for locking that in. Have you been able to set up your system? Or
yes, I set up on TradingView and start backtesting it a little.
Perfect. So you have TradingView. Did you set up MetaTrader? Do you need help on setting it up on MetaTrader?
No, I'm fine. For now, I will try it on I want to backtest it on TradingView.
Well, in that case, we're just going to go ahead and dive into it. Let's just review the strategy. I'm just going to show you right here what we're looking for. Right now, we've already seen a couple nice setups on US 30. What we're looking to have is retracements to the institutional entry lines. These are the institutional entry lines, and entering on the opposite direction of the market. So when you see price going down, hitting the institutional entry line, as soon as it hits the cloud, that's when the signal is, and that's when the signal fires, and then we're looking to go the opposite direction. So when price is falling down and everyone's deciding to go short, we're entering long. We have two base colors. We have the white as bullish trends, and then we have the green as bearish trends. You could see that whenever price is retesting the cloud and the cloud is green, that's when we're entering short. And unlike other indicators, these signals are in real time and they're non-lagging. They do not fire after the candle close. They actually fire as soon as price touches the institutional entry line. This morning was a solid entry on US 30. I didn't enter today. Typically Fridays, I either don't trade or I'm very reserved with my risk management, and I would risk, let's say, half the amount that I normally risk, or even a quarter of the amount that I normally risk, or I won't even trade at all. Reason being is because Fridays are very unpredictable, and a lot of traders that are managing like hedge funds and large capital, they're leaving their desks, and it leads to low liquidity, unpredictable markets that swing both ways. So if I do trade on a Friday, I'm trading very light, or I won't be trading at all. But this morning's setup was beautiful. We had the 4-hour support, and notice that this is the 4-hour support while we're looking at a total different time frame. Pressing forward, you're going to see that once price hits the institutional entry line, as soon as it touched this entry line, the signal was provided, not after the candle closed. The candle closed here, but the signal was given to us down here. And
so we enter at the green line. The entry is at the green line.
yes, the entries at the green line, but I've actually color coordinated each line to have an understanding on which entry line is which. Because at default, if I just go reset settings, and what happens then is it's really hard to tell which line is which. And I highly advise for you to find out what colors you want to list your entry line, so that way you can familiarize yourself on which entries you prefer to use over the others. So hitting OK. So now we have the green line as the C institutional entry line. We have the A institutional entry line, and then the D institutional entry line, and the B institutional entry line. As soon as price came to the C institutional entry line, we would have entered right here, maybe got in 37 points drawdown or 3.7 pips, and immediately up 5 pips. So that would have been in 30 seconds, immediate profit. Now, following forward, let's say that was our entry point going long. You could put your stop right behind the cloud, or what I like to do is also finding the previous highs and lows, like right here. So I'm just going to make a rectangle right here. I'll have a final TP here, taking your TP looking to the left, somewhere like here or here. So I'll go ahead and put this line here, this line there, which, by the way, using, can you see this MT4 here?
Yes, we see it.
Awesome. Using the risk manager, we're able to close partials with a click of a button, so we can secure our profit, and also use a stop and profit function with a click of a button, which is really cool. Also, us lifetime members, we're getting access to the version 2.2. This is the old version. In the new version, we're going to be able to automatically have our partial close done for us and automatically stop and profit. So we could be away from the computer, or we can go ahead and walk away. As long as we have the expert advisor running on a VPS, we could go ahead and have it done automatically in our sleep. Stop and profit, partial close. So that's really exciting. That's going to come in the new dashboard. Let's see if we end up getting an entry here on this 5 minute. If we do, it's going to give us a alarm. So carrying on, this is where we would have entered and immediately profit. So at this level right here, we could have partial close by doing a partial close here, and then move our stop and profit with a click of a button. So now we're risk-free. Now we have no worries about if the trade turns around. If the trade plays out, it plays out, and we've secured profit, we're good to go. That is the most important thing that you're going to want to be doing with using this algorithm, because you may get a good entry and you may have an opportunity to take profit. And if you don't, and you're expecting to have a large push, you could end up getting trades like these where it goes into profit. You had an opportunity to close partial position, put your stop in profit, and now it's going the opposite direction. And then, because you're hoping for it to continue to the downside, you're stuck with a mentality of, oh, it needs to go down, that you start ignoring the other signal, which is what you want to stay away from. So we have a reversal on the 1 minute, which is an alert that I've set up. And let's see if we could get ready to enter this trade. And like I said, we're going to risk a very low amount. We're going to risk, like today's Friday, so I'm going to risk a 0.1%, like not even 0.5%, just so we could go ahead and do this example. So from here, we're going to use this cursor or the crosshair. If this is the entry, I'm anticipating for price to come down, hit our entry lines, and then follow with the direction of the trend. We're starting to see white candles, so that's giving us a bullish trend. And also, if we look at the 4 hour, we have some time and room to reach all the way to the very top here. So there's a high probability that price may come up before finding rejection and coming back down. We typically don't want to be selling at the very bottom here. This would be technically the bottom. And if we look at the 1 minute, seeing that we're very low to the bottom, you would know, okay, if I get into the sell signal, I have to close my position here because it is at a level where on the higher time frame, we see rejection. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Awesome. So now we're just going to get the cursor, calculate the amount of pips we want to use. I'm just going to say right below here, 16828. Open this up, 16828. This is the amount of points that we're willing to risk. This is if we wanted to use a custom fixed lot size, which in this case we do not want to. We want to risk based on percentage. So I'm gonna set that to 0. And if I wanted to risk 1%, I would put 1%. But in this case, it's Friday. I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm just gonna risk a 0.1%. Now, this is the safety risk to reward manager that you see that it's set on true. This is if we want to have the stop loss and take profit automatically placed for us. As you see, it's the safety RR manager, the safety risk to reward manager. A lot of traders early on struggle with risk to reward. So that option is there to allow traders to witness what a good risk to reward ratio is, which will only allow a trade if the risk to reward is greater than 1 to 2. Either 1 to 2 risk to reward or greater. And if it isn't, it's going to deny the trade. It will not let you take the trade. And it's actually based on the zigzag. Awesome. So while this plays out, we're just going to let it do its thing and hopefully it hits the entry. When it hits the entry, we're going to get notified and it's going to give us a little bing. And then we're going to go ahead and execute the trade. Yeah, so we had some solid entries here on the 5-minute. See, this one would have been about the C entry. We would have had some drawdown. And then that's when it hit the B institutional entry line and went short right around here, down. So C institutional entry gave us 47 pips or 473 points negative, and then positive 1,428 points profit. And signal B institutional entry line gave us less than 10 pips drawdown and profit 1,997 points. Awesome. And right at the previous...
I have a question, but when you see a reversal, an alarm that is calling a reversal, the white triangle.
Yes, right here, these little guys. This one.
Do you exit the trade or put your stop in profit? What do you do?
So I treat the reversals as a notification to understand that we might see a new trend. You can either place your stops in profit or decide to exit your trade entirely. But what I like to do is really enter the trade and let the trade play out. So if I could put my stop in profit and I'm in profit and there's a reversal, then that's just what it is. I will not enter on the reversals. Some people say that they do, but as you can tell, it's really inconsistent. The reversals, they're not as consistent as the actual signals. But for instance, here, this sell signal, after the reversal, it gave us quite a bit of drawdown and then came back into profit. So we could have closed right here to avoid, let's say, some losses, but then eventually the trade came back into profit. Another thing that I like to do is I have the reversal alerts on my phone so I could know when a new trend is detected. I'll have the alert set on my phone. I'll say, awesome, there's a reversal on the 5-minute, and all of a sudden I see it just turned green. Perfect. So now I'm waiting for the institutional entry level to be hit for me to enter short. So it's almost like a reminder to look at the chart. For me, I use the reversal point to give me a notification to, hey, there's a reversal in the market happening. Look at the chart, see what's happening, understand where price is, what's the previous candle close, where's price going for me to then take and make a decision. Right here looks like it's struggling to make further lows. Let's check the 1 minute. So for instance, this 1 minute entry, if we would have entered here long, got into some profit, and then all of a sudden there's a reversal, price is starting to fall, you could then decide to, well, if price comes back into profit, take your stop and profit and get out of the trade. Or just be willing to take the risk. And if the price goes below to your stop loss, then it hits your stop loss. That's the way that I would treat the reversal point. So now that we have a reversal here on the 1 minute, we can see this happen, hitting the institutional entry lines and coming right down to the B institutional entry. And once it hits here, one of two things could happen. It could reject, come back down, retest, and then bounce, giving you this double bottom, or it's going to break below, retest above, and then continue down and then bounce. Let's see. So now it's looking like it's going to give us a 5-minute entry. And I'm going to also upload this for the rest of the members. For the rest of the members who do not have the lifetime membership, what they would do is they would just make an alert here right before the entry point, add an alert, and then say, which I do this anyways, but on the higher time frames, US 30 5-minute entry. So now when price hits this level, you're reminded to look at the chart. Now that we're talking about the alerts, might as well just show you how to make the alerts also. Now, once you get the alerts, I do not recommend just blatantly entering the market without looking at the chart. A lot of people get mistaken by just getting the alert and just entering, or they're accustomed to getting a text message. Like there's a couple signal services out there that, you know, you pay for a signal service and then all of a sudden you get the alert and boom, we enter the market without even looking at the chart. That is not going to really give you an edge over the market. It's not really going to allow you to learn what price action is and what the candles are telling you. You want to be able to learn and read the candles the same way that you could read a book and understand what the book is telling you. That's going to give you the best result. So once you have an alert, instead of just entering the market right away, you want to look at the chart and make sure that we're entering at the institutional entry line. So let's say if it hits the entry line and now the price is not there anymore because it moves really fast, then just stay on the chart, wait for price to come back down to the entry point, and then take the trade. If it hits the entry line, you get the alert, and now all of a sudden price is already up here, would you want to take that trade that long if price has already came up like that much?
No, I don't take it anymore.
Exactly. So that's where it's really important to always be on top of the chart once you have the alert fired, so that way you're getting in at the right levels. We're using our own stop loss and take profit. So now right here, I'm risking $92, a 0.1% of my account. We're already up 22 pips or 22 points, and I'm going to take this higher and we're going to take profit at this structure right here. Actually, let's just do something like this. So a very small risk amount. I'm risking $92 to make 123. Solid, super solid. Let's go on the 5-minute. We're in profit already, and hopefully we could see a rejection at this level. But did you notice how as soon as it hit that line, boom, we had the signal given to us?
Yes, I noticed.
Very different than other indicators. I think all the rest of the indicators are total waste. Total waste. Like, why wait for a candle close when the move has already happened? Because you'll have like a buy signal after a bullish candle, then enter on the buy signal, and then have an immediate retracement, immediate drawdown. You're like, yo, I want to enter and go immediate profit. I don't want to enter and go immediate drawdown. So that's why this indicator, in my opinion, is way better than anything that's out there. And I've been trading for more than 4 years now. All right, so we have a nice solid rejection. It's looking good. I want to see it break above this right here. If it breaks above that, we're super solid. So, I guess while this plays out, we're going to go ahead and look at this on the 4-hour on NZD CHF. So price came, retraced, hit the entry line right here, and absolutely tanked right there. That's 243 pips on NZD CHF, or 2,430 points. So that was an amazing setup we had. We had some great setups on gold, retrace, hit the entry line, zero drawdown, immediate profit. This one was a little flaky one, but at least the reversal point was provided to you. So you could have easily said, okay, reversal point is here. If I entered at this area and it came negative and came back into profit, stop in profit. And if it goes and it continues, cool. But at least your account is protected. So you check out GJ, check out the 1 hour.
Wow, see, yes, perfect buy. That's
Perfect buy. Perfect. It was super on point. So again, it literally came down to the institutional entry line. And what do you think people were thinking if they didn't have this indicator, seeing price fall right here? What do you think people were thinking at that point?
It's breaking down. Let's go sell.
Exactly. You said it. Everybody and their mom was shorting. Everybody here was shorting, thinking that, oh, it's shorting now. And
yes, because I see a trend line broken here. They see the trend line broken, shorting.
Yep. They see it break, and what they don't know is we're looking at the 1 hour, but we see, thanks to PropFirm Algo, the top-down analysis feature, it's at the 4 hour support. It's at the 4 hour support. It's at the institutional entry line. The cloud is showing bullish, so we have a bullish trend confirmation. That is time for us to go long. So we get our positioning tool. Let's say we entered at the B institutional entry line. We look at the previous highs and lows of the market. I'm just going to get my rectangle tool and say, well, there's a little area, something happening right here. We could clearly see. We have candle close, wicks, wicks. Awesome. I'm going to put my stop right behind there. And then previous high right here could be our final TP or partial profit, partial close with a final TP. We're at the 4 hour resistance. And that right there, my friend, is a beautiful 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio. Look at that. So that's the advantage of using PropFirm Algo and anticipating these retracements. When everybody's going short, we're going long. When everybody's going long and price is pushing up, we're going short. We're doing the opposite of the retail traders, and we're trading with the institutions. That's what we want to do as traders. So that's why they're called institutional entry lines. So for you, you're going to love trading GJ with this on like the 1 hour, the 4 hour. Let's see where we are. Okay, it's starting to come back up. Let's see. We might have this thing break up. We have a bullish one. Let's go. So we're holding this trade. We have white candles. That's giving us an indication that we're in a bullish trend. Now we need to see this candle close bullish and close engulfing, and we're still waiting to see what. Look, it's fighting exactly that level that I keep on bringing up. It's like this level right here. That little guy.
So we need that it broke the level with the body of the candle.
Yeah, we needed to break above that level. And again, a lot of people most likely have shorted right here, seeing this huge push to the downside, thinking, oh man, it's going to continue down. We're doing the opposite. And that is what you need to get used to, is always thinking the opposite of the obvious, the opposite of the crowd. If the crowd is going this way, we want to go that way. And that's what the institutions do. They do the total opposite of all the retail traders. It is gone, my friend. We are out of here. Blast off. So yeah, really cool. You get to see it live. So this is basically the strategy. And now it's about being patient, risking it within the risk management, pre-planning your trade, waiting for price to get to the area, figuring out how many pips you're willing to risk, and then deciding to enter.
That's a beautiful candle. I love this type of candles.
Let's go. We're up 600 pips right now. Amazing trade. So do you understand how the setup and the trades are going and what we're looking for, how to use the risk manager?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. How do you feel so far about joining as a lifetime member? What do you think about the indicator? What would you say?
I'm honest, I backtested this on my own in US 30 and got a 60% win rate.
What time frame?
15 minutes.
Nice.
I like the signals on 15 minutes. I got 60% win rate, but I feel like I can improve a lot because it's a 60% win rate, but I don't make a top-down perfect analysis. I'm just really happy, and if I can prove I want to improve in price action. Yeah, I enjoyed really much. Lot of information that I needed. Thank you.
Both of you guys, it was amazing to have you in this lifetime member Zoom call. And I'll see you inside of the Forex chat, inside of the VIP chat. Until next time.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Ciao.